we're live now.
I call you, spirits, to guide us in these sacred times. I call you, spirits, to guide us in these sacred times. Na 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 na, in these sacred times. Na 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 na, in these sacred times of change. I call the wind, I call the waters, I call the fires, I call the earth. Hey, na 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 na, hey, hey, na 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 na, hey, hey, na na na, hey, 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 na na. I call you, spirits, to guide us in the sacred times. I call you, spirits, to guide us in the sacred times. Na 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 na, in the sacred times. Na 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 na, in the sacred times of change. I call the winds, I call the waters, I call the fire, I call the earth. Hey, na 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 na, hey, 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 na 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 na, hey, 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 na 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 na, hey, 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 na na. Hey, na 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 na, hey, 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 na 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 na, hey, 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 na 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 na, hey, 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 na na. Hey, I call you, spirits, to guide us in the sacred time. I call you, spirits, to guide us in the sacred times. Na 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 na, in the sacred time. Na 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 na, in the sacred time of change.
Welcome, everyone. Thank you for your presence. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for tuning into who you are. I want to start off by acknowledging you, by acknowledging all of us for listening to our truth, for having the courage to stand our ground in this unprecedented time. And even though it may feel like a lonely path wherever you are, when we come together as we are now, we know insurmountably in our hearts that we represent the greater truth that expands beyond this 3D reality. And this is what we're holding space for. So for today, as a quick outline, I'll be offering some perspectives, and then Oona will then add her lovely flavors. And then I will be offering a DNA activation meditation. Oona will then offer a Tesseract and 5D meditation. And Maria will beautifully be weaving her lovely sound and voice throughout all of it. So once again, thank you for being here. And clearly, as we can see and feel and have felt, that we're in such a great flux right now. We're in such a great flux with humanity. And it really is indeed a pivotal time to tune in and go inward. And we are in a very unfamiliar place right now, which has created such an unprecedented unsettledness within us, within our minds, within our bodies, within each other, really. And it's each of us, as we individually perceive this space of reality, that we perceive it through our own eyes and through our own experiences, through our own beliefs, through our own ideals. And we're all going through a frequency change. We're all going through an energetic shift, and it's not all at the same rate, and that's okay. And each of us are having diverse experiences, exactly what's relevant and personalized for I feel our own expansion, or not, which may be the case. And everything is perception as we experience this reality. So the way I see it, it's like the hourglass of humanity has been tipped over, really denoting the passage of time, symbolically perceiving what is our past, what is our future. And each of us is this grain of sand as we are now passing through this narrow passageway, being compressed by divergent thoughts, by ideology, by programming, by the archaic systems of existence that are unraveling and crumbling. And in whatever ways that we have believed to be true or real, are they? And that really is a paradigm explosion and shift of where we're at, and or where we're finding ourselves. And so we are, and I see this as unparalleled contrast. And as we feel this, and as each of us exists in our own universes, and we try as best as possible to navigate and traverse through this passageway, through this hourglass. So as I see it, so importantly, frequency is the key. We're in a frequency war. We're in a battle of consciousness, a realization of illusion that humanity has believed so dearly to be true. And this false global matrix has extended out beyond what we could have ever have imagined. And still, the truth still to this day has yet to be revealed. And as well, let us not be blinded. Let us not be blinded by our own personal matrix that started really from day one of our incarnation. And for us to be fully in truth to ourselves of what beliefs and stories we have yet to reveal to our own selves and to fully integrate. And whether that be our own internalized trauma, our fragmented selves, the aspects of who we are, we're asking ourselves to bring that back into balance, our own decisions and how we choose to move forward within ourselves. And what does create the next move on this chessboard? The choice is ours. And the irony is that it's always been our own choice. However, we didn't know we had that choice until it's becoming extremely and very apparent now. And I challenge all of us. What are the deepest levels of fear that we are still and continuing to choose to align with in ourselves? Because from my perspective, if there is any contagion that is rampantly being shared and expressed, it's that of fear. So now is the time to not only release this, is to reveal this. And are we not in a revelation, or perhaps it's a revolution, or re-evolution in playing with words, but it's all succinct in what our experience is and becoming. And in what is happening, is this not the catalyst that we know has been in our hearts for the longest time, and that really is required to disrupt this status quo globally, out of its comfort zone, for the people to become uncomfortable, to shake us up, for this incredible incoming light to shine into the darkness, to reveal what's being hidden. And is this not the great reveal? Are we not in this time? And we potentially, when we have that vision and perspective, can see that globally. And for those of us who are dedicated and devoted to going within, that too, it's the same. It's the same action. So as within no other time we exist in this paradox of reality. It's the calm in the storm. It's the stillness in the chaos. It's the invitation at this time. It's the being within this. It's the being the I within this material and energetic storm, entering into the stillness within. And it's the stillness that I feel redirects us back to the presence and our gifts, and where our magic truly lie. So while expanding and evolving our awareness of consciousness into a new perspective, all at the same time, this is what's happening, is the way I see it. And it's here where the doors of synchronicity appear, and the keys to open these doors, they're embedded within. There are no other places than we carry our own keys, and we within exist within that vibration, and that vibration is what we emit, and it's within our hearts and within our thoughts and within our words and our integrity. And so, and in our service to that collective conscious of unity, all of which we anchor our own frequency, and therefore the collectives. So therein lies the possibilities, and with the abundance of questions that humanity is asking right now and are raising to reveal these answers, it is this perfect time of redefining who we are, how we live, our connection with ourselves, with each other, with Earth, our galactic neighborhood, the source of who we are. And the focus has changed, and the aperture has widened, and allowing more light to be received if we choose. If we choose. And when do we take back that power to choose? And it really, for me, it is all in the power, and the power control, the power structure, and reclaiming that power structure back into who we are. So for those who are sensitive, and we've noticeably felt these changes of changing energy on this planet, as the light reveals this unseen, this held power that is being held in a space, that the lifting of this veil has begun, and it has, I feel there's an absolutely unstoppable momentum now. So for within the power, and the power is within our hearts, that when we finally make this choice, we become the pilots our pilots on this adventure of life. So really all resulting in the expansion of our own awareness as we enter deep into the reevaluation of the existence of who we are, or the existence of this planet from our human origin, the source of our DNA, the spontaneous appearance of our human lineage, which Oona will be slightly referring to, drawing forth our ancient wisdom to invite in a collective heart-centered unity that is already there. It's already existing. And that's really one of the places that I have found in my development, is that all that we seek or try and look for or try and find is already currently existing in a frequency, in a vibration within us. So we don't need to look anywhere else. All we are really being asked to is tune in. Tune in to that which is already there. We are our own technology. We are our own operating systems. We are being asked to reboot into the quantum realm of expanded consciousness. And it's our consciousness. Our consciousness is the antidote. Our consciousness is the medicine. And through our own energy, through our own vibration, through our own frequency, we choose our own state of being. And our focus of wellness is extremely critical right now, which is sourced in our mind first, as our decisions start there, most pivotal in the depths of our own being, and recognizing the source of those thoughts, the source of those beliefs, and really moving away from to dispel the fear and move into love, and that we have come here to experience at this time. And if capable, and so many of us have the capability right now to be in service to the evolution of our collective unity consciousness. So I feel we're on this evolutionary cusp, about to take a quantum leap, and we're in an incredible window of time right now. For how long? Undetermined. And it really is to awaken to a new paradigm of feeling, of thinking, of being, of responding. And again, I say the time is now. I so get that very strongly. The time is now, and it has been foretold by many, to align with our inner truths, to redirect our focus away from the distraction of the external discourse that's taking place, and people and those who want to vortex into that because that energizes them. We are in a space of redefining our energy source and what truly energizes us moving forward, and to prepare our bodies, to prepare our minds, to prepare our hearts and our nervous systems to be able to accommodate more and more of the incoming energies that are ever present and are available to us if we choose. If we choose for that to be our perception. And for us to consciously make that choice to be in truth in our hearts and in guidance within that. And ultimately to lighten up internally, externally. So many of us are already catching these glimpses and are living more and more within this perception every day. And to everyone here and to everyone listening, thank you for tuning into the presence of your own frequency and believing in the light that you are. As when we come from this place and when we choose this for ourselves, that when we are in life and when we are in love and in love with our life, love is what we see. And may we remember that. May we choose to remember that moving forward, because this is critical in our own personal and our own collective well-being. It depends on it. It depends on, that is the path that we create. And so in peace and in joy, namaste.
Oh, hello, everyone. Let's see. Working on the controls. You can hear me, I guess. Okay. But the picture needs to change anyway. Yes, I wanted to apologize for having to cancel last month. I had malaria, which to me is quite a spiritual illness in that it feels different from any other physical illness I've ever had. It's really quite weird. It feels like it is not your own illness. It is someone or something else's illness. It's almost like wearing someone else's clothes. Let's see. There you go. Now you can see me. Yes. So I got a lot of help through that illness. And I received an intensely bitter concoction of neem bark and leaves freshly made for me by a Maasai woman. And this got rid of any lingering issues I might have had from the last 2 decades. And also talking a lot with Corinne about consciousness, that helped me a lot. And it's just a wonderful thing to get rid of parasites on all levels of beingness, getting rid of anything that is feeding off our energy or our emotions or our thoughts. And it is wonderful to have clear emotions, clear thoughts, clear energy. So for me, and many of us, it has been about letting go again, and even more letting go of family, of friends, of attachments, of beliefs, of places, of home, of lifestyles, and even letting go of memories that I used to think were true. And I just want to acknowledge that so many of us are losing family and friends. Some are fleeing from their homes. For some, that isn't possible anymore. A friend recently mentioned that our consciousness is only limited by the lies, by our beliefs in what is not true. You believe in something which is a lie, well, then that excludes the truth and thereby limits our consciousness. And of course, there are lies about who we are. Perhaps there is truth in that we have the inheritance of 22 different star nations within us, in our genes. And that this makes us unique as a species in the galaxy, and also extremely powerful. Were we to be awake, were we to be fully conscious, were we to know who we are. And I would like to share the teaching of the 4 races. I heard the following teaching in various forms from different traditions, but this is the one from the far north. And it says that in the east, where the sun rises, she is always yellow. And the responsibility of the yellow people is to take care of Mother Earth. But they didn't live up to their responsibility because they were the first ones to rape Mother Earth, the first ones to mine her. And then at midday, when the sun is directly above us, she's always white. And so we have the white people, and there are no shadows around us when the sun is directly above us. And so the responsibility of the white people is to unite. The responsibility of the white people is to bring us all together. We know this because we instinctively, we built the railroads, we built the airplanes and the boats, and we are the ones, we white people are the ones who are traveling all over the globe. We sit in the ashrams and the temples and in sweat lodges and at fires everywhere. So we know this is our task, our responsibility, and we have not done well either. We have gone out and conquered. And then when the sun sets, she's always red. And so we have the red people. And the responsibility of the red people is to create peace amongst us. And the red people have not done well either. They bicker amongst each other about whose ceremonies is better than another person's. And when the sun has set, it is dark. And in the black of night, in the darkness, that's why we have the black people. And their responsibility is to ensure that we are safe. And they too have not taken care of their responsibility. We all have to lock our doors, and there are so many wars going on in Africa, little wars here, there, and everywhere. And I can see the instinct, though, of this protection. I can see this warrior instinct of protecting homes and houses here. So this is the teaching from the far north about the four races and about our responsibilities. And I was sharing this teaching recently, and the question came up, why are the white people targeted in these times? And this is an answer from an African healer called Mutoni. She says, unity, which is the responsibility of the white race, is not wanted. The white people are, you could say, the head of the system, the organization. And the white people are good at organizing it, organizing events and things. So who are we as Earth tribe when we lose the head of our humanity? And you can see this sense of the white people being the head in that the yellow people call us long noses because we know which direction to take. We follow our nose. We know which direction humanity should take. So for them, we are also the head. It is the time when the white people are supposed to wake up to our true responsibility as a race. Music with its rhythm and its harmony is a representation of the connection of everything in the cosmos. There is no competition in music, but only fitting together, like the parts of a body that need to fit together. We need the head, the heart, we need the muscles, we need the kidneys, we need the liver. All needs to be in harmony, in balance, just like music needs to be in harmony, in balance. And just like the cosmos needs to be in balance, the planets, the galaxies. There is this divine order which needs to be kept. There is a divine timing which needs to be kept. And the divine timing doesn't go according to the clock. I love the Australian teaching that says you cannot rush the river. When we are healthy, we do not compete. And when we add an L to the word compete, we can see that we complete each other. Yes, a way of taking unity away from us, apart from through restrictions, is through directly cutting us off on a genetic level from our connection to the universe. And I have had various reports of people mentioning something along the lines of they have taken God away from me, or taking this sense of belonging to something greater than us away. So when the sense of being one with the universe, being in unity with the universe or the creator, being in ecstasy is removed, what are we then? What are we when that is removed? Who are we when we don't have that bigger connection anymore? So then there is the energetic manipulation through what is now often called goo. And I saw goo before I knew about it. I literally saw black goo-like thought streams flowing into friends I had known for so long. It was menacing and it was scary, like nothing I had ever seen before. And this gooey energy is trying to flood our atmosphere. I don't have it in Kenya, but I had it when I was in Europe. But higher consciousness cannot be influenced from the lower dimensional consciousness. This artificial goo consciousness has no concept of connection to the whole of creation and connection to higher dimensions. This goo disappears as soon as we resonate on higher levels. And I am seeing glimpses of the gloriousness of a yet unexplored new era. After the cleansing of the foulness, the divine order of things will be restored. It will. And according to the Blue Brain Project in Switzerland, we already have 40, 5D, 6D structures in our brains. Let's remember that when we do the meditation in a short while. We have the capacity, we have the structure in our brain. We just need to wake up to it. Now, the benevolent star nations want us to empower ourselves. We must initiate our first steps to freedom. We need to start waking up. Then they can help. So we can ask ourselves, who are we when we wake up? Who are we when we know the truth about ourselves? Who are we becoming? So information has been coming to me, and it is about that time is running out. Our linear time is running out. We are about to come to some kind of 0 point, a still point from which anything can happen. And there is no time to look back and save all those who are fast asleep. There just isn't time for that. I know we are supposed to be caring and kind and to always help those in need, but the time of 0 point is just about upon us now. Time is running out. So let us take a look at timelines. Corinne mentioned the hourglass. So I'll look at it from the bottleneck. We are moving into that bottleneck. All those timelines, which were quite separate, and we could jump from timeline to timeline, and there was a gap between them. There were many, and they were maybe going apart from each other or in other directions. Now there is a bottleneck, and they're all leading to that same point. You could see it in the hourglass. It's all leading to that same 0 point. And so the timelines are close to each other, and jumping timelines becomes very easy. Now, it is said that artificial timelines have been created, and that we need to move away from these artificial timelines or this artificial consciousness. And I'll just drop the word Mandela effect here. So what we are seeing could be artificial timelines collapsing. And seen like this, we need to reconnect to the natural, to the organic, and to the pure timelines, the ones that are in the divine order of things. And the organic timelines take us to our awakening to who we are. They take us to higher realms and higher dimensions of consciousness. And 5D is above the black goo, which is on the artificial consciousness level. And in 5D consciousness, all those conflicts and attacks, anything negative, is a kind of illusion. It's part of the Maya. When you see negativity, it is an illusion as seen from 5D. Here I can just tell the negativity. You are a figment of my imagination. And yet, whilst in the illusion, whilst in the 3D illusion, we need to be aware, we need to be circumspect. So as we come closer to this 0 point, the Schumann resonance that measures the Earth's magnetic field is changing. I think everybody knows that by now, and it is now from a steady 7.8 up to 23 to 28 hertz. And Kozyrev made experiments in which the Earth's magnetic field is completely eliminated. And so that is what I think will be the case at 0 point, that the Earth's magnetic field will collapse. In Kozyrev's experiments of an eliminated magnetic field, people's psychic and physical abilities were opened up, and participants had access to all points in time and space, all points in the past, in the present, or the future. And this is, of course, what we aim for when we use certain techniques such as controlled remote viewing. One of the lies we have been served is about time as being linear. And we reinforce this idea with birth dates and birthdays and other such markers of time. Also beginning sentences with time markers such as yesterday, I did this. Tomorrow, I will. Saturday, we will. And I was speaking to a Samburu, which is a tribe similar to the Maasai in Kenya. And you realize that they take decisions in the now. There is nothing like making an appointment for tomorrow. They don't understand tomorrow or Saturday. Yeah, one of my teachers spoke of time as being 3-dimensional within the 3 dimensions of space. So if you sit still, time passes, but nothing changes in space. But if I change space, walking to the door, for example, then also time has passed. So time is within space. And both time and space are within the dimensions of consciousness. So one example of this time information that comes to me came from a psychic here named Zara. When I first came to Kenya, I was told that Zara has a message for me. And so I met her for the first time. I met her for the first time a few months ago. And she had a vision. And her vision contained the message that in 3 years, and she gave me the exact date, space nations will land very close to here where I am. She told me where. On a mountain containing an invisible pyramid. We found that mountain. And the information was, use the time to prepare. So how did she know the exact time? She says time is time. These beings are already at that 0 point. So they know what time that is on our timeline. 2024, September. Yes. So from other sources, I gather that the place I happen to be in here, it is called Diani in Kenya, is said to be on a galactic ley line. It is said to have invisible cities with pyramids. It is said to be one of the 7 hidden kingdoms called Shambhala. And this place for sure draws, and spaceships have been spotted in the last few weeks, even by people who do not believe in them. Another point of information that came to me comes from a dear friend and highly connected astrologer, Bettina. She speaks with the planets, or the planets speak with her. And the depth of what is happening now is unimaginable. If you are seeing structures falling, if you are aware of it, then you are awake to the 4th dimension, at least the 4th dimension. Bettina told me not business, begin a new project, and it just isn't working. And that is because things are still being undone. Now, at this time, there is no good foundation to build the new upon. We need to be solidly in the new energy that is coming. Now is the time to prepare, to be flexible, to network and gather information. This is the time for raising our consciousness as high as possible, right now. This is how we're supposed to spend the time. In this time of change, right now is the easiest in this time of change. Right now is the easiest time of kindness, acts of virtue, because they too open up our psychic abilities as we do them. And I'm receiving so much kindness, so much help, really amazing help from people all around me. Now, so many people are getting downloads, packages of insights, information just coming down, not in words or pictures. Words and pictures are far too slow. Our Star Nation friends find that we are in to the principle. It's about the pendulum.
Okay. We are just running into some technical difficulties here. Bear with us.
I'm back.
Okay.
So, yes. Yes, I was talking about the pendulum, the Hermetic principle of the pendulum that swings back and forth. And there is only a moment of stillness a moment of 0 point right at the top on one side before it swings back down and up to the other side. And right at that moment of stillness, at that very moment, we have the chance to jump to a higher level. We have the chance to jump to a higher pendulum. My own visions reminded me of Sodom and Gomorrah when Lot was told to leave the city because it was going to be destroyed. And he was told to not look back. But his wife did, and she turned into a pillar of salt. When we do look back and we see the devastation, when we look at that part of what is happening, it just might turn us into a pillar, frozen in shock. So do not hold onto the old. Let go of whatever is necessary to let go of. Let those who are waking up catch up, but do not look back. My sense of home does not exist in this reality anymore. I cannot go back to where it feels like home. Another dear friend and highly attuned being, Pat, was told by Star Nation beings, you are out of time, with questions about how do we live, what are our clothes like, what do we eat. Don't ask those questions, but ask, how do we maintain our level of consciousness throughout our civilization? So yes, let us imagine maintaining a high level of consciousness throughout our civilization. Now, to Sarah's message to prepare, boarding a ship may need some preparation. When we first flew in airplanes, there were these bags in the pocket in front of you because we were not adjusted to these heights and speeds and wobbles. And so we will prepare for 5D as best as we can so that going interdimensional, going intergalactic will be gentle. And really, when we do the meditation, going to 5D in just a bit, there are no words and no pictures to describe 5D. We just have to intuit our way there. So just remember, we do have the brain structures. 5D is, of course, not the end game. It is just the next level. The ancient ones say, there are realms upon realms upon realms, and we are all on our journey to coming closer to our Creator. So we must not hang around too long in lower realms, and we must not get stuck in the gap between the realms. We are coming closer and closer to the new realm. I can sense it. I can feel it. We often also amongst ourselves talked about the physical signs of moving closer to other realms. I've been, so some of these physical signs are, you might hear high-pitched tones in your ears. You might feel buzzing or a sense of vibration in the body. And when you ask other people, can you see me vibrating? They can't. There's the sense of that the floor or the ground is vibrating. Not everybody can sense it, but several people in the same room, for example, can sometimes sense it. Then dreams feel real, even more real than life. Then there's that sense of not being seen, people running into me. I wrote a blog about that. I'll link it below. Also, finding yourself unexpectedly moving to a new place. People are being repositioned in preparation for that 0 point in time. And my advice, just go with it, just flow with it. And then being able to read other people's thoughts more and more. It just becomes easier and easier. And soon anyone can read our thoughts. So we might as well clean them up now. Yes. Namaste.
We are the stars who sing. We sing with our light. We are the birds of fire. We fly over the sky. Our light is a voice. We make a road for the spirits, for the spirits to pass over. Hey ah, hey ah, hey ah, hey oh. Hey ah, hey ah, hey oh. Hey ah, hey ah, hey oh. Oh, hey ah, hey ah, hey ah, hey oh. Hey ah, hey ah, hey oh. Hey ya, hey ya, hey oh. We are the stars who sing. We sing with our light. We are the birds of fire. We fly over the sky. Our light is a voice. We make a road for the spirits, for the spirit to pass over. Hey ah, hey ah, hey ah, hey oh. Hey ah, hey ah, hey oh. Hey ah, hey ah, hey oh. Hey ah, hey ah, hey ah, hey oh. Hey ah, hey ah, hey oh. Hey ah, hey ah, hey oh. We are the stars who sing. We sing with our light. We are the birds of fire. We fly over the sky. Our light is a voice. the spirits, for the spirits to pass over. Hey, 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 for the spirits to pass over.
Let's move into meditation now. We are going into a DNA light activation meditation. And wherever you are, become as comfortable as possible. We will be here for a little bit of time, so stay focused, stay attentive, and these keys will be most helpful to you in being able to stay present. So when you are ready, close your eyes, relax, and be open and willing to receive. We are going on a journey. As the earth raises her own vibration, human beings will be given many opportunities to raise their vibration as well. And we currently only use a small percentage of our current two-strand double helix stranded DNA, and the rest of the DNA within us has been separated, but still within us. So with this, the intention of this meditation, through your conscious choice, is to awaken, to unite, and to activate these dormant DNA strands beyond the double helix, which we will be focusing on today, and on uniting the 12 strands of DNA, recalibrating to the original blueprint frequency of vibration, receiving an attunement like a musical instrument throughout all of our timelines and all of our ancestries, to restore in all dimensions of our soul memories, our amnesia, mind wiped, removed, all abilities which were switched off are restored, our physical, mental, emotional, and energetic bodies are integrated, balanced, harmonized in this life as well as parallel realities. To restore the true depth of potential within, we move forward to regain our telepathy, telekinesis, teleportation, clairsenses, and manifestation abilities. The cosmos, the universe, creator, God, source within each of us has been awaiting for this rediscovery and return to our existing birthright. All dormant DNA is reactivated upon your choice, and you are the only one to determine the rate at which this happens. It can only be your choice to surrender, to integrate, and to balance all separated aspects of yourself, to reformat your childhood and ancestral fragmentation that created unbalanced default programming. Once harmonized, these lead to the doorways that reveal your upgraded operating system that is waiting for you. To move forward, it is essential to be able to feel. Do this now. Feel your physical body. Feel your emotional body. Feel your mental body. Feel your energetic field in all aspects of yourself. The only way out is in. We influence our potential of our DNA by the choices we make, the thoughts we have, the actions we take, the resistance we offer, the joy we feel, the guards we hold on to, the fear we entertain and hold as truth. Be in your awareness. You know you best. Everyone will acclimate to these changes in their own time based on the choices they make. During the following countdown from 10 down to 1, the invitation is to go to your sacred place, or your space that you feel fully supports you in your inward journey into your meditation, unique only to you, where the vibrational frequency is at its highest for you, where you can fully relax and surrender, let go, instantly create. Also, if there are words that you don't resonate with, change them to suit you. Don't allow your mind to distract you away from yourself with any semantics that you can easily alter. Getting ready now. 10. Relaxing. 9. 8. Letting the thoughts within the mind go. 7. 6. Going into your heart. 5. 4. Surrendering. 3. 2. Feeling lighter and lighter. And 1. You have arrived. Feeling light in the energy and environment that fully supports you. Looking around, familiarizing yourself in this space. Find a comfortable place to sit or lie down and relax even deeper now. Here we are going to revisit, re-engage, and reactivate your DNA, the operational blueprint of your existence, the physical and metaphysical memory system that saves all of your experiences and memories in all dimensions. Comfortable in your space, in your body, in your heart, as your mind is at rest. Take a deep cleansing breath in through your nose and exhale. If needed, come back to your breath to center, to recalibrate, to ground. Your breath is your life force energy, your personal elixir to assist you at this time. Also, feel the support of Mother Earth with you as she walks by your side, and at any time you require grounding or stabilizing, she is with you as well. If there are any other beings you would like to accompany you, call them in now. Imagine, see, or feel yourself breathing into the pillar of white light that you create, encompassing your entire body during this meditation. Grounding into the heart of Mother Earth and all the way to the source of light. This third strand of the DNA will be activated now. Allow your mind to surrender, clearing any blockages, releasing control, which is so important now, relaxing into receiving. This activation of the third strand of your DNA, visualize it, see it, sense it. Some of you may feel it in your physical body, some sense it in your mind, some may feel it in your physical parts of your body. Clearing, strengthening, becoming a stronger part of your energetic field, and remembering that as more and more of your DNA is activated, more and more of your abilities open up and are revealed. As the dormant DNA strands are reconnected and activated. Your journey is perfect for you. You may feel like energetic pulses now moving through your field. Or you may feel little tingles in your brain. You may feel a cool or warm energetic flow moving through your torso or through your feet. See how it is for you. Reactivation of this third strand is for you to simply receive, surrendering, remembering. This is organized by you, your will, your source self. You are on a mission. You have called out to yourself to be realized. Your wishes are being fulfilled by you as you planned. Receiving the activation now. Your mind may not really understand what is going on, just knowing that you knew you would activate your dormant DNA at some time. In whatever that timing is for you, you control the speed of your acceleration. When you and your reality is ready, it's go time. Feel the activation happening now. It's like getting a new computer, loading it up with all of the latest software and hardware when you are ready. The programs are new and they are ready to go. No need for you to worry about timing. You are guided by you. And the more and more you are in tune with your inner guidance and your inner dialogue, the more guidance you receive. You are on a mission, or you would not be here. Breathing up and down your pillar of light now. Feel how this activation is settling in. As the light, the love, and the power of who you are move through all of your energy bodies. You may sense a difference, like activating one of your superpowers. There's more of you now in the fact that as it was always meant to be. You're just realizing it now. Spend a little more time activating. Spend a little more time integrating. This third strand of DNA. Believe it or not. Comprehend it or not. If you allow, this will manifest in your reality, in your lower energy bodies, because that is the nature of this activation. Take a deep cleansing breath in through your nose and exhale through your mouth. Become present to your body, feeling your energy. As you now see or imagine your third strand of DNA illuminated next to your second strand. Very gently, we're going to activate the next DNA strand, which is number 4. Breathing into your pillar of white light. The energies will change to activate the DNA strand number 4 Visualize it, see it, sense it. Your fourth strand of DNA within your energy field, within your being. The conductive element of water is part of this activation. Sense or see yourself sitting in a warm pool of mineral water. See the energies of gold, green, and blue move throughout your field and into the water. Surrender into it. Surrender into this place for you to be in the fourth DNA strand, getting ready to activate the energies. See these colors of gold, green, and blue moving through the water like liquid light, activating your fourth DNA strand now. If resistance arises, surrender into the liquid light, activating your fourth DNA strand now. You are fully immersed in this beautiful liquid light. Let this activation happen. Open. Receive. The energies that are coming in are more fast-paced than the third strand, more like electric currents, more fast-paced fluctuations of your energy in your field. You may feel them in your mind or your brain. You may feel them in your limbs or your torso. This is a different energy sensation than the third strand. Whatever you are feeling or seeing, or whether you are simply taking it all in, imagine these energies perfectly aligned with your blueprint frequency. And all the while this is happening, keep breathing up and down your pillar of light, which will assist the energies to ground and activate you more strongly. If you feel any energy specifically around your throat or your head or your neck, these are clear signs of activation in this area. If you feel pressure in your head, in your brow, in your crown, just let it be. You may feel parts of your brain being activated. Let these energies move through you. Waves of energy like electrical pulses moving through you, moving in and out of your field. And you can have a look at this activation, the activation of this DNA strand in your energetic field. And you may get a sense of how this activation is taking place. And it's taking place in each and every cell in your biological body, in all the cells of your multidimensional energy body. Slowing down now, coming to a completion. And now the water is starting to drain out. And you are fully activated in your fourth strand of DNA. If you feel slightly unstable or stiff, that's normal and will pass. Address any concerns or worries or emotions that may come up. Whenever we go through higher programming, there may be an unsettledness as our normal is being redefined, as change may offer unbalanced feelings. Give them over to Mother Earth and she will transform them for you. Take a deep cleansing breath in through your nose and exhale through your mouth. And feel this fourth strand of DNA integration finalized. See, feel, and imagine this strand illuminated next to your second and third strand now. Find yourself in a sitting position, feeling calm and relaxed. The activation of the fifth strand of DNA will begin. You may notice this by a spinning, a turning, round movement sensation in your energy body, in your physical body, in your mind. Surrender. See how you are feeling. If you are dizzy in your head or feel a little bit strange, that's okay. Allow Mother Earth to assist you if necessary. Keep breathing up and down your pillar of light. What this spinning is actually creating is a circular motion of the fifth DNA strand, like a centrifugal force, which holds the next levels of your potential, your abilities. Breathe up and down your pillar of light now, allowing this activation to continue. You are fully equipped to receive this activation, letting go into the motion. As the spinning slows down now, if you feel dizzy, imagine your bare feet on the earth and becoming grounded. Allowing the ground to absorb this energy. Take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Be still and be present for a moment. Feel into this integration of your fifth strand of DNA. Visualize and imagine your fifth strand of DNA fully illuminated next to your second, third, and fourth strand now. The next activation will be the first of a series of a larger one, where the 6th, 7th, and 8th will be activated at the same time, as they have similar energetics. And this will be the same for strands 9 and 10, and finally 11 and 12 will be the last activation. As you ready yourself for the next 6th, 7th, and 8th activation in your space, a crystalline bed appears. Walk towards it and lay down on your back on this crystal bed of beautiful energy. It's comfortable because as you lay back, your body hovers very comfortably over the bed, over the crystals, perfectly aligned to your exact shape, whether it's your physical body or your energetic body. And you may even be able to feel the beautiful energy emanating right through your body from the table. Gently breathe up and down your pillar of light and center yourself. Settle yourself into a deeper mode of further relaxation now, surrendering. Understanding that all of this is perfectly aligned for you. DNA 6, 7, and 8 are going to be activated now. Imagine, see, sense them come alive. During this activation, you may feel pulses of total body energy, waves of total body energy, pulses in your body, and even rippling out. You may feel some head pressure. You may feel some body pressure. Your body may feel fuller. Whatever type of feeling you may feel or not, it's perfect for you. Continue to breathe up and down your pillar of light. This is perfect for your journey here and now. And understand that whatever happens in these DNA activations is perfect for you. If it feels like there's too much pressure, breathe into your pillar of light and allow Mother Earth to release any pressure that is occurring. This will energetically assist you. Continue to surrender, allow, sensing and feeling the pulsing. The best place to surrender for this DNA activation is through your heart. Surrender deeply, deeply, deeply into your heart and let it be. Trust yourself that you have called this in for your highest potential, for you to be realized. You are on this planet at this time, in the exact timing that is right for you. Your interests will activate synchronistic events at the right place and time in your reality. All of the extra senses and activated DNA strands help to upgrade you into the higher frequencies pouring in through the planet now, acclimating you to the higher dimensions as you connect to your mission on this planet, whatever that is for you. The pulse now becoming a little less strong, less frequent. And to end this cycle of the activation of the DNA strands 6, 7, and 8, see and feel these pulses gently coming to a stop. The activation is complete now. Take a moment to receive these frequencies and integrate them as you relax and you lie on this crystal table. There are a lot of changes happening in the body and in your body. You may feel like you are catching up to these changes, and that's normal. It may take a while to move through your field, whether minutes, hours, or days. When fully integrated, all is accessible to you. If you start to feel fuzzy in your brain or it's hard to remember things, that's because you are shifting realms and realities. And no need to remember this journey. Just know that it has taken place and you are attuning to a higher level of reality, of frequency. It's new, but you knew. Take a deep cleansing breath in through your nose and exhale through your mouth. And now see your DNA strands 6, 7, and 8 fully illuminated alongside of your 3rd, 4th, 5th strands of DNA. The more strands that are activated, the brighter they all emanate as they become their own conscious quantum generator of photonic light within you. Getting ready for activation 9 and 10 now. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Deep grounding here. Connecting to Mother Earth, if that's what you need. Whatever you need, deeper understanding of what is happening. Allowing your mind to not get in the way with any skepticism and surrendering to this present moment. Letting go. This is a very active activation. This is not static. You are more active in the sort of energy where you are capable of making all sorts of maneuvers in the air, from free falling to spins to circles. And this is what will be needed for the activation of the 9th and 10th DNA strand. Seeing them being revealed and coming into form. You may imagine that they are your link to your extrasensory abilities that you are opening to, that are available to you when it comes necessary for you to access them. So your energy body now is your vehicle to take you on this journey at a very, very, very fast pace now. You may experiencing some looping at a fast pace, pressure on your body. It could even be like a G-force, different forces on different parts of your body, perhaps more on your left, perhaps more on your right, or more on your masculine side, or more on your feminine side, or more on your lower energy bodies, or more on your higher energy bodies. This is about a fast and quick-paced, high-velocity G-force momentum activating now, allowing, surrendering. Let yourself surrender into this space and journey. And if you feel you can't keep up, that's okay. Just surrender into this, and all will be received in the right time. Experience spinning, different than the spins in the 5th DNA strand activation, faster, with upward motions, downward motions, spinning all around and through. This is needed for activation of these DNA strands in your multidimensional self. Be willing, surrender, let go. This is needed for this particular activation of these DNA strands, for your multidimensional body to increase its speed faster and faster, faster and faster now. Almost can't keep up now with your senses, almost becoming a blur. Continue to breathe. Surrender into the field of your heart. A little while longer. Now big round loops, taking motion, looping up, looping down, up and down, circular motion. Gradually becoming slower and slower and slower until you find yourself back where you started. Settle back into your body. Breathe into the cells of your multidimensional energy body now. Take your time before you feel the need to become active again. You may feel extremely activated or depleted. You may feel out of it, or you may feel totally in the zone. Whatever it is perfect for you. Gently come out of this space. Take time to integrate. A very gentle, energetic blanket is available for you to weave and harmonize all of these activations. It's a lot to integrate. All of these DNA strands. Settle in, ground, breathe through your pillar of light now, and see or imagine your illuminated 9th and 10th strands of DNA emanating a brilliant light alongside your 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th strands now. Prepare yourself for the last and final activation, which can be compared to a stasis, an equilibrium, a floating. Find yourself in an immersive pod filled with liquid light with the color of silver blue, very spacious with a lot of air and a lot of light, aligning specifically with your heart and your personal frequency signature. It is the perfect temperature for you in this liquid light bath. Silver blue in color, a beautiful liquid light. This is about floating for this activation. Feel into this. Imagine this sensation. Floating is the essential energy. Ready to activate now the 11th and 12th DNA strands. See or sense them being revealed. And now you have the feeling of floating. Your pod is filled with liquid light. It is easy to fully breathe in your pod. Your particular pod is aligned to your exact frequency for you. So the silver blue color that you are needing to activate 11th and 12th DNA strands are now flowing through you. Sense, see or imagine these strands illuminating now. In addition, sonar sonic pulses are being activated, and you are now feeling like you are twirling around. So this is an added energy that comes in addition with the floating energy. It's not the most intense activation you've gone through. However, it is the finalization of the DNA activation. So feel whatever it is you are moving through, which is perfect for you and your energy body, floating, twirling with sonic pulses in the silver blue light. You may feel certain pressures in different areas of your body. Take note. Maybe in your head, maybe in your back, maybe in your limbs. If a sensation arises, that is where the activation is still moving through your field. As all of this is happening, your energy increases and it starts to feel like you are flying now. Not with a lot of movement, but you are flying, like floating in deep space. So it feels like the multidimensionality of this space has suddenly gone up and feels like you are in the place where you have no idea where you are. You are floating around somewhere, simply connected to your heart, reconnecting to your infinite self of everything and nothing, with the strongest sense of consciousness and connection to yourself, to your heart, and all. You start slowing down now, slowing down. You start to come back from flying, then coming back from floating. The level of liquid light is going down, and you take a moment to reflect on your experience, breathing up and down your pillar of light. Then your pod opens, now beautifully seeing, feeling, or imagining your 11th and 12th strands of DNA beaming with light alongside the brightness of the rest of your DNA strands, emanating a brilliant light, and each and every cell of your body is radiating with your beautiful light body, fully activated now. Returning back into the space where you chose for this activation. This is where this activation will be sealed, sealing all of the DNA strands together, breathing up and down your pillar of light, settling into the knowing that you have changed your reality. Align now with your light body. Step by step, your natural abilities will organically unfold into your life. The more and more you surrender to them, the more and more they will be there. All of the energy work is integrated now, harmonized now, sealed now, in the frequency of love, in the frequency of light, in the frequency of your own source self. We thank Mother Earth and all light beings who are present and assisting. Remembering, you are your own medicine and you are your own antidote, because you are the only one who has direct access to you. You are your own guidance system. You are your own highest vibrational resource. You are the transmitter and receiver of your unique vibrational energies. You emanate your own personal frequency, which paves not only your path, but contributes to the direction of humanity. Trust your guidance. Trust your mission. Counting up now. 1, full integration. 2, 3, in each and every cell of your being. 4, 5, across your multidimensional realities. 6, 7, your highest potential is achieved. 8, 9, fully grounded. Take a deep breath in and exhale. And 10, very gently coming back into your physical body now with all of your energy aligned and harmonized. Opening your eyes now. So it is. So it is. So it is. And it is done. Namaste.
Connect your heart and your mind, perhaps by putting your hand on your heart and the other, if it is comfortable, on your forehead. Feel the beating, pulsating in the same rhythm. Mind and heart are beating together. And then feel this beat, this heartbeat, beating together with the heartbeat of Mother Earth. The same rhythm, the same pulse. And now feel your heartbeat synchronizing with the heartbeat of Father Sky, the cosmos. Everything is beating together. Everything is in the same rhythm. You are in the same rhythm as Mother Earth and Father Sky. All in oneness. And you feel like you are within this existence, part of it. Impossible to separate. Oneness, unity. And you're sending love to Mother Earth in whatever way that works for you. Love from your heart to Mother Earth, wherever she is. And then let go, lean back, and wait. Instantly, you will feel that love from Mother Earth coming back to you. Flooding you with her love. Balancing you. Holding you in safety. And you're sending love to Father Sky, the cosmos, in whatever way that works for you. And now sit back and wait. Almost instantly, the love of Father Sky will pour down onto you, engulfing you, holding you safe. Now let your consciousness fall into your heart. Perhaps it feels like you fall through the soft petals of a lotus flower and into that tiny wee space in your heart that is your very personal space, your very individual space. It was known in the Bible, it is known by heart surgeons. It is a very critical point in your heart. And in that very tiny space in your heart, there is a portal. And we are going to weave together like pearls on a string, 4 anchors. The first anchor is our heart, our own heart. That's the first pearl. And on the thread of love, we move through that portal in our heart. And we see the earth. And we go to the portal in the heart of Mother Earth. We thread her onto our love thread, going through that portal in her heart. We are actually there. Our consciousness is within the earth, within that space. And we walk through that portal and we see the sun. We see the heart of the sun and we see the portal in the heart of the sun. And with our thread of love, we go to that portal, we walk through that portal. Our consciousness is right there. We are in the sun, walking through that portal, stringing it up on our string of pearls. And as we walk through that portal in the sun, we see the galaxy, we see the Milky Way galaxy. And with our thread of love, we go to the heart of the galaxy, the very center of the galaxy. There too, there is a portal. And there too, we walk through the portal with our thread of love. Coming back to our own heart. And in this way we are anchored. This is part of what we need to move on to the fourth dimension and the fifth dimension. We are now grounded in love. We begin in the third dimension. And in the third dimension, the simplest shape is a cube. The cube, we can imagine ourselves inside the cube. The cube is contained by 6 squares. In second dimension, a square would be contained by 4 lines. But we are in the third dimension, sitting in a cube, spacious cube, contained by 6 squares. The fourth dimensional cube is called a tesseract. And the tesseract is contained by 8 cubes. 8 cubes from 3D create a fourth dimensional tesseract. See the tesseract in its three-dimensional projection. Here in this projection, you see a cube within a cube. We are in there. We are within the smaller cube. And the corners of the cubes are connected. And we see the smaller cube move out forward. Moving out forward and folding over the bigger cube. And the bigger cube becomes the smaller cube, and the smaller cube is now the bigger cube. It is as though we are turning a sweater inside out. And this rotation keeps on happening. The smaller cube moves out forward, folding over, becoming the bigger cube as the bigger cube becomes the smaller cube. And again, the smaller cube moving forward out, folding over the bigger cube becoming the smaller cube at the same time. And this rotation is happening faster and faster and faster. We are centered within our heart. So there's no problem with this going faster, faster, faster. Rotation going up all the way to light speed and over light speed, to the speed of thought, which is practically instantaneous. The rotation forward, continuing on and on and on. And whilst this is happening, we are seeing this representation of a tesseract with the smaller cube going out to the back and folding forward over the bigger cube becoming the smaller cube. And this rotation out towards the back, becoming bigger and becoming the bigger cube becoming the smaller cube. This rotation continuing, going on and on and on. Now we've got two rotations going on, both on the axis forward, backward, on this line. And these rotations are just happening over and over and over again, faster and faster, almost instantaneously. Now we're taking a third representation of the tesseract. And here the smaller cube is moving out to the right, folding over to the left, over the bigger cube, whilst the bigger cube is becoming the smaller cube. And this again, continuously happening, rotation happening again and again, faster and faster and faster, until it is synchronized in speed with the other two rotations. Now, another representation of a tesseract in 3D, with the smaller cube moving out to the left and folding over to the right, again and again. As the little cube folds over the bigger cube becomes the smaller cube. And this folding over, folding inside out, happening, rotating, faster and faster and faster, at the speed of light, at the speed of thought, as we are centered, anchored within our own space in the heart. Now on the next axis, we are having the little cube move down and fold up over the bigger cube as the bigger cube is becoming the smaller cube. And this rotation again, continuously happening. The smaller cube moving downwards and folding up over the bigger cube becoming the smaller cube, on and on and on, and faster and faster and faster. We move on to the little cube moving upwards. All this happening at the same time. Upwards and folding downwards over the bigger cube as the bigger cube is becoming the smaller cube. Rotation going on and on and on, faster and faster, at the speed of light, at the speed of thought. Now we've got three axes. We've got forward, backs, right and left, up and down, happening faster and faster. And we're going to let go of the analytical brain. We're going to let go of that three-dimensional imagination, and we're going to use that structure in our brain that we already have to move to 4D. We drop that visualization of 3D and we move to the fourth axis, where the smaller cube is going out in one direction, folding backwards over the other, in the other direction, over the bigger cube, which is becoming the smaller cube. Smaller cube moving out in one direction, folding back, and this rotation happening over and over, faster and faster, going at the speed of light, going at the speed of thought, in synchronicity with the other dimensions. And in the other direction, on this fourth axis, the small cube is moving out in the other direction, folding over the bigger cube in the first direction. The bigger cube becoming the smaller cube, rotation happening continuously over and over, faster and faster. Speed of light, at the speed of thought. We now have a rotating tesseract in 4D. And as we are in this space of 4D, we can now see things in 3D from all sides. It's like seeing everything as a hologram. It is as though we see, when we're looking at the earth, we see the earth like a hologram. We can see all the oceans, we can see all the continents at the same time. We can see everything as a hologram. We can see leaves on the ground as holograms. We can see trees from all sides. We can see buildings. We see our home. We can see it from all sides. We can see it from inside, from outside. Because we are on a higher dimension. Because we are on this 4D dimension. This is the Tesseract. Fourth dimensional hypercube. Now we are going to lift ourselves up to the fifth dimension. In the fifth dimension, the simplest shape has 10 borders. The simplest shape is contained by 10 tesseracts. So here we bring in 10 tesseracts around us. They will automatically fall into place to create that fifth dimensional space. This is beyond words. This is feeling on a higher level, perceiving on a higher level. From this fifth dimensional hypercube, we can see the fourth dimensional tesseract. From all sides. We can see all 8 cubes that create the tesseract. And we can see all the way down to the third dimension of a cube, and we can see all the way down to the second dimension of a square. We are in the fifth dimension. We can liken this to being our higher self. We can see if we can move or be telepathic on this level. We can see if we can send a message of love and healing and balance down to the third dimension. Perhaps to ourselves in the third dimension. And to loved ones. And to the whole earth. Dimension. If we look around here, what does it look like? Being used to that this is real. It may take some getting used to seeing clearly. Just like when we were babies and first born, we needed to get used to seeing clearly in 3D. Here, we need to find a way to sharpen the edges of the shapes we see. Get used to the different colors. Even the different sounds. Beautiful. They don't exist in 3D. Just consciousness. That level. Purity. Here, this is normal. Purity. Telepathicness. It's normal. Feel gratitude for being here. Joy. We let go of all that other stuff. What a joy to be here in fifth dimension. And yes, this is where we will soon call our new normal. This is where we're going. It will feel more and more comfortable. We will get so used to this. Remembering it all. Just I'm aware of the difference of what it feels like here and what it felt like in 3D. To this physical body overlaid by the fourth dimensional body, overlaid by the fifth dimensional body. Bring it all into oneness. Opening our eyes. Knowing that we can do this. We can be here. Namaste. Namaste.